All right, my arm's hurting, so I'm going to use my left. So this is the kit lens for the APS-C, okay? Like it comes with the Z50, the Z30, and the ZFC, okay? This lens is stabilized. So I got the stabilization off. When you put it on a full frame camera on Nikon, it automatically crops, okay? What I could do with the Sony 16mm in the previous videos is I could put it in full frame mode, but then you would see the vignetting. You would see that it wasn't a full frame lens, okay? That's what it is. And I'm trying to keep the focus on me. So I'm going to go outside. See, this is a kit lens. It's pretty good, okay? I'm just stating that if you don't have a lens for a new camera system, you can get an adapter and it'll work, okay? So, yeah, I don't know if it's in the center or what. You know, I'm looking at the focus thing. So it's sticking there. All right, let me just do this. There, fixed. Okay, X marked the spot. So I'm walking tonight, and I'm just testing out how it looks. So you can see the light. I'll talk very quietly. It feels nice. It's wonderful. The storm should be hitting the coast shortly. So anyway, I just want to do a vlog. Just walking around with the sea lights. So see at 3.5, it's pretty clear. It's real nice. So this is the first test. It's not stabilized, okay? And I can do two other things with this camera. I can put it on the electronic VR, which I will next. And since it's in crop mode, you don't get any vignetting. But we'll test the how I walk around, okay? So this is the first part, back in the garage. So this is the end of the first clip. The second clip will be with just the electronic stabilization on, like you would have on your APS-C crop sensor cameras from Nikon. Okay, and this is like, I don't know about the DSLRs. I just do it with the Z cameras. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so you notice a little bit more crop, okay? So I'm just going to walk around, first around the garage, and what you're looking for is to see if it's kind of shaky, right? So when they crop a picture in, and you seem closer to the lens, okay? What happens is they kind of get rid of the wobbly stuff that you would see if you have a wider field of view. So that's one of the reasons why they crop. The other one is what I mentioned earlier is with the line skipping. But anyway, long story short, let's just walk around. really feels nice out here with the cold breeze. I don't smell any water in the air. And I'm going to turn on the light. Here we go. So this is just electronic stabilization. I'm going to turn this one off because this is what's usually on the APS-C cameras. They only have electronic stabilization. The lens does have it, so you'll see less shakiness in this lens than you would with the Sony camera. Well, I'm sorry, with the Sony lens on this Nikon camera. So this is a native lens, native APS-C lens. So let's go to the regular IBIS. Okay, so the electronic VR is off. I just had the IBIS on. I'm smaller, I'm not as cropped, okay? Now I'm just gonna walk around like I did and then look for any shakiness and stuff. I like this look a lot better than an electronic one, okay? This is the camera stabilization only. I think when you put on the electronic VR, it affects the lens. So that's the only other test is after this little walk, I'll put on the electronic VR with the IBIS on. You'll see a crop, but we'll see if it's more stable or not. Brandon Aqua mentioned that, well, I've been finding out either the lens or the camera, either one or the other is stable, not both, but we'll test that out. So this is just the IBIS, okay? When I'm done with this walk, we'll have both of them on, and then we'll come to a conclusion. And I am used to smaller cameras when I'm vlogging, but since I've had this camera, everybody wants me to do this, that. I'll do it. It's a lot of work. Keeps me out of trouble though. There's a deer. I don't know if you can see it, but looking at the trash can and not the ditch. He just spotted me. She's looking at me. Says, "What is he doing?" Middle of the night. So I don't know if you can see it. She might have gone down to the ditch. Okay. So back in the garage. I have it on auto white balance, so I'm hoping it will change in between. But now I'm going to put on both stabilization, and we'll see if I become larger and if it's more stable. Okay, both electronic stabilization and IBIS is on, and I did get a little bit bigger. Heavy camera, okay? So, walking again. So this completes the test with stabilization off, on. I can't put this lens on full frame. I can only put it in crop mode because it's a crop sensor lens. So what do you think? Is it worth it? You can see pretty good at f3.5. The flaring goes down, and that's why it's set, but there's also a lot more noise in the dark. So this is the other test. Besides the stabilization with a native lens, even if it's an APS-C compared to a full frame camera, I am cropping from a 24.5 megapixel camera to about 10.8 or whatever. Still looks good, right? So when you crop, you get less megapixels, more noise too. I'm trying to prove a point with this camera, maybe not a 45 megapixel stuff, but it's great in low light. You can still crop a little bit, and it's an excellent camera. So I hope this was helpful. I'll put up another video, only one video this time with the kit lens, and see what people say. I hope this is enlighten some people of what you can do with certain cameras. I would rather have a full frame camera and then you crop it. That way you can utilize all the lenses, and you know, a smaller lens is easier to handle. But you know, this camera is smaller than the Z8 and Z9. It's a lot better, but if you have like the Z30, it's quite a bit heavier. So thank you for watching. Remember, let's go like this. Stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Good night, folks. Have a wonderful day. Now I gotta find the off button.